So let's get started for the procure to pay process. So I'll be entering the username. So first let me enter the username. So this is my username. So I'll be entering my password. So let me enter the password. Okay, alright. Okay, the password seems to be wrong. So let me enter the correct password again. Right. That's it. So the password has been now entered. So let me go to this is the landing page we are talking about. So the landing page, I'll be going to the transaction header, going for the purchasing, and I'm going to now enter a purchase requisition in the solution. So here you can see you can maintain your custom form. So I'm taking a primary requisition, or sorry, in this case I'm taking a standard requisition. That's my required one. So the request is me. So I'm going to change my subsidiary to Northwood. Yeah, I changed it. And then I can enter the other relevant details. So let me enter the mandatory details as of now. The requester, I will be entering again my name, and I'll be entering the branch. So I just take for an example, Havelock Town is my branch. So I will be coming for the item grid now. So I can go to the item and select the relevant item what I'm interested to purchase. So this is my sample product I have created. So this is TV 32 inch. That's the relevant product. So let's search from the product master to select the relevant product. So I'll be entering. Let me search it. You can see NWP 005. Let me enter the quantity what I want to do the purchasing. So let's say it's 100. So you can see the estimated rate is coming from my product master, which is the base price. So I'll be not changing that. So let me save this requisition. Right. So I save this requisition in the solution. Now you can see when I save this requisition, the system will be throwing up a notification for me and saying it's in the pending approval. Sorry, it's a stage. It's saying it's in the pending approval stage. So let me again edit this, and I'm assuming only one level of approval is there, and it will be approved by myself. It will not be directed for another person. So let me go and approve this and save this. Now you can see the raw requisitions. The position will be changing. Now it's going for pending order. That means we are done with the requisition. So let me create the purchase order. So I click the purchase order. Right. So now you can see the requisition number has been already captured. So let me capture the relevant subsidiary which is related for this. I'll put as Northwood. So that's my relevant subsidiary. I'm not going to change the other ones. So you can see the requisition has been loaded in this. So I can select the qualified supplier or the vendor. So let me select a qualified vendor. So in this example, I will be taking Bangkok Private Limited as my default supplier where I'll be doing the purchase. So let me select from the supplier master. You can see I'll be selecting him. So right. So let's enter the currency, and everything has been already captured. So that's fine. So let us submit. Now you can see the system will be giving me a page. It shows me the processing status. So it's not started yet. So again I'll be going back. So I click the transaction. Okay, I click again the requisition. I think I went backwards. Now you can see its requisition shows as fully ordered. So let's go for the purchase order again what we raised now. So approve requisitions, then I should be approve purchase orders. So let's go for that. So let's go for payables. Yeah, payables. Or is it in the? Yeah, it's in the purchase orders. Let's go for that. It's in the purchases. So I'll be now enter purchase orders. I'll be selecting the list. So all whatever the purchase orders what we have raised in the solution. You can see all the purchase orders are there. You can see this is the last purchase order we have raised in the solution P00136690. So you can see the system is throwing me and saying it's in the pending approval stage. So the purchase order is not yet approved. So let's assume again classical scenario. There's only one layer of approval. So I'll be submitting this. Now you can see the status will be as pending approval. right? So now I click on the approve button. So there are two buttons, approve or reject. So I'll be approving it. Right now you can see it's approved by the supervisor. We are waiting for the pending receipt. Right. So let's assume again we have received it. It has been now coming to the item receipt to be generated, which is the GRN we call, good received note. So let's take the product to a location where we think we will be doing the GRN. So my location is Colombo 3, which is my default location, or you can change it to Colombo. So I'll be just taking an example. So, and since these products have been captured as serial product, for each line item, each product line item, I'll be entering GRN, manual serial number. So this is, I'm just configuring. You can see the prefix is WNSE, digits is 5. So let's click on OK. So it will be now creating a sequence. But unfortunately it might take a little bit of time because now system is capturing for 100 line items. So let's wait till the system generates the relevant serial numbers. Let's click the escape and see what's happening. Okay, let's wait for this. Let's exit this page, then it should be fine. Right, now you can see the serial numbers have been generated in the solution. It's WNSC 00001 to the 100. So let me click on OK. So the system has captured perfectly the GRN. So let's save this item received. So I'll be saving it. Right. Now you can see the confirmation is saying the item received is successful. Let's now do the payables, where we have to raise the supply invoice in the solution. So let's go for the transaction payable bill purchase order. Yeah, so we have to select the relevant supply over here. So let me select the supply as Malcolm. Selected, you can see there are two purchase orders. So this is the last purchase order we have to raise. So let's click on that. I'll be clicking. Right, so the supplier is there. Let's build the supplier. You can see that it's approved by the supervisor, the purchase order. So now I'm entering the supplier invoice, or we call this as a purchase invoice. So I'm okay with the values and the countings and everything. I'm assuming it's perfectly fine with me and there's no discount or anything. So I'm going ahead with this final price, which is $40,000 US, which is the total. So let me select the location. I made a mistake of not selecting. Okay, the location is there. Then we save the supply invoice. Right, you can see the supply invoice is completed. Now it's in the pending approval stage. Again, let's edit and let's approve this supplier invoice, which is a one layer of approval matrix. So I'm changing, since I am the only approver who will be approving this. Let me change it to approved. Let's save this supply invoice in the solution. Right, the supply invoice is now saved. Now you can see the solution will throw up and say it's in the open stage. So I'm not going to go for authorized return or credit. Let's make the payment for this. So the supply invoice, now the bill payment. Right, so the final stages we are at. So I'm assuming I'm paying through an US account, which is my HSBC, which is a default bank account for the dollar currency. So I'm making the payment. Now you can see I have made the payment for the supplier. Right. So that's basically about the purchasing Procure to Pay demonstration. Thank you.